Hey guys, thank you very much for joining me for another mail haul and unboxing video. So as you can see here, I've got two packages today, and this first one is from Sci-Fi, whom I'm sure most, if not all of you watching this video will be aware of. Fantastic Aussie collector of not just Star Wars but many other things, and he traded me this amazing vintage collection figure from the Jabba's Palace playset, or whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact name for it, but the Han Solo and Carbonite figure. So have a look at that. Massive shout out to Sci-Fi. Thank you very much for that, because I wanted the second one. I opened my Jabba's Palace playset, and I like keeping my vintage collection carded figures carded, and he already had a loose Han Solo Carbonite figure that he was going to display with his Jabba's Palace playset, so he put this one up for trade, and thank you very much, Sci-Fi. Very, very much appreciated. Alright, so this second package is more vintage collection goodness. What wave is this? I think it's wave 3 from memory. I can't remember. It's an older wave, but it checks out. Alrighty, so first up we have Sault Marie, also known as Yak Face. So I already have a loose version of that, and the Carter version that came with the vintage, the sail barge. And then we have Klaatu in Skiff Guard appearance. Looks really nice. Also got the Scarif Stormtrooper, also known as a Shore Trooper. And then last up, we've got Leia, Princess Leia Organa Boushh, or Bausch, or however you pronounce that, I'm not really sure. Alright guys, I'll give you a closer look at the carded figures, and then I also have a loose version of each figure, except the Han Solo and Carbonite. I'll go into that when I unbox the Jabba's Palace playset. So here you can see the variation, the Star Wars Power of the Force version that came with the sail barge. So you can see they've used the same image on the card back, but it's the same figure, except you've got an extra accessory, the glass with the sail barge version, and the coin as well, obviously. Yeah, so this is still very happy to add this to the collection, even though I've got the Power of the Force version. It's a really nice figure. I can't tell if that image is photoshopped or not. Not really sure, but you know, VC 132, and there's some other figures either in the wave or in previous waves. And as I said, the figure is really, I think it's really, really nice. It's the sculpt is, get the camera to focus, the sculpt is amazing. The paintwork on this is amazing, as you can see there on the face, the different types of paint. Got the shiny paint around his nose to make it look wet. Soft goods in his what would you call that, cloak or robe type thing. Even the weapon actually on this has a bit of a dirty wash over it. Looks nice. Yeah, this is a really stunning figure. I think the sculpt, everything about it is really nice. So next up is the Scarif Stormtrooper, which is a repack from a little while ago, the 3.75 inch Black Series release, and can't remember exactly what they called it back in the Black Series release. I think it was something like was it Shore Trooper Squad Leader or something like that. But I know they stuffed the name up completely because this is just your regular grunt. This is not an NCO or an officer or anything like that. But and as far as I'm aware, this is just a straight repack. I don't know that they've made any changes from that release. VC 133. Back of the car is the same as all the others, but it is, in my opinion, an absolutely stunning little 3.75 inch trooper figure. You can get him in some really cool poses, as you can see there. That's one of them, holding the blaster. Classic trooper blasting pose. It's got weathering, got that grimy look to him, or her. I don't know, were they female shore troopers? I'm not really sure. And yeah, it's just a really nice looking figure with pretty decent articulation. It's a little bit hindered by the armour here and there in the elbows and that, but see nice pouches, and yeah, really nice sculpted and painted 3.75 inch figure. Really like it. And next up is Princess Leia Organa Boushh, or Boushh. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how that is pronounced, but look at that card image. That's really, really nice. Nice to see that looks like a still from the movie. Very, very nice. I like how they've done that sort of separate little bubble on top of the figure for the helmet. That looks pretty cool. And yeah, nice to get a modern version of this on a vintage card. It really is. Already you can see on the face of the figure that photoreal printing technology. Card's a little bit dusty, but that'll all clean up. And on the back, I've got VC 134. So I do have a loose version sort of this figure, but it's the Black Series version from I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. So that's the weapon that she comes with, sort of staff, whatever the weapon that is. I think the only difference between this and the vintage collection version is the photoreal face printing technology, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is really cool. The only thing I don't like about this figure, the helmet looks nice. Got a soft goods cape on the back. That sort of backpack thing is removable. Or they sort of, I don't know, some sort of oxygen tanks or something. Whatever gas they breathe, and they got little, looks like Aurebash riding on the back of the tank. Looks cool. The only thing I don't like about this figure is the molded thermal detonator in the left hand. I don't like that. And then the legs as well. So obviously this is a removable helmet. And as I said, this is the Black Series version from 5 or 6 years ago. And, you know, that doesn't look bad. But when you compare it to the photoreal version, to be honest, I don't know if it's a great likeness to Carrie Fisher, but the photoreal version is so much better than the original Black Series version. It's not funny. And then the fourth figure in this wave is Klaatu Skiffguard, released just in time to coincide with the Sail Barge and all the other Return of the Jedi stuff that has been released recently. And unfortunately that image looks very much like a photoshopped image to me, a bit like the Scarif Stormtrooper as well. I think I forgot to mention that looked like a photoshopped image, and I don't like those, as I think a lot of collectors don't like the photoshopped images on these vintage collection cards. But anyways, there he is. Hands on hips, giving a bit of attitude. And then this is VC 135. So I was lucky enough to pick up a loose version of this a while ago, and I think this is another stunning figure. The sculpt looks amazing. The paint looks amazing. Yeah, just look at the sort of leather elements to what he's wearing. It's been painted. Looks great. I don't know how else this is going to show up on camera, but the skull cap type thing, it's more of a coppery type. It's got a more of a coppery type look to it. Looks really nice. And then over the rest of his clothing, there's a dirty wash that highlights the sculpt and makes him just look a little bit grimy. And you can see it really. You can see it there on the. Is that a Karma? Would you call that a Karma? His lower skirt type thing. And yeah, stunning figure. The weapon looks alright. Is it the same as Bush's weapon? No, I don't think it is. But yeah, absolutely brilliant figure. Perfect for displaying on the sail barge. Well done, Hasbro. Okay guys, so as I said, I'll give you a closer look or my thoughts on the Han Solo and Carbonite when I do my Jabba's playset unboxing video. And once again, I have to give a massive shout out to Sci-Fi. Thank you very much, Simon, my friend. I really appreciate you trading this figure with me. Yeah, I'm very grateful to be able to keep one carded and have one loose to display with the playset. So thanks, mate. As for the other figures in Wave 3, great figures. I have a few issues with some of the cards, the photoshopped images, but aside from that, really cool figures. So don't forget to comment, like and subscribe as always, and thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.